Welcome to Red Eye. I'm TV's Andy Levy, filling in for Greg Gutfeld for reasons that will become all too clear in a minute or so. Let's go to Reason Magazine contributing editor Michael Moynihan for our pregame report. Mike, what's coming up on tonight's show?
Thanks, Andy. Our top story tonight, a contemptible halfwit called Levi Johnson is living with his parents after blowing $1 million on guns and boats. America is stunned. We, unfortunately, investigate. Plus, New York Republicans want to ban anonymous internet comments, a move so dumb it was even condemned by former millionaire Levi Johnson. And finally, lady-loving ex-president Bill Clinton poses for a photo with two porn stars at a fundraiser. Reached for comment, broke but heavily armed Alaskan Levi Johnson declared the photo to be totally awesome. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Mike. You know it's Johnston, right?
I don't know. Who is he? I've never even heard of the guy.
All right. Well, you're not here to fact check, so it's fine. You guys are fine.
It's not what I do.
All right. Let's welcome our guests. Well, we stole her diary, so she has no other choice but to keep coming on the show. I'm here tonight with Jill Dobson. Check out her website, thejilldobsonshow.com. And he's America's bad boy and a Virgo. It's Greg Gutfeld, author and co-host of The Five, which airs weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern right here on the Fox News Channel. Bill Schultz, he thinks he's on the set of Tron right now. And he gets more ha-ha-has than a karate dojo, a joke I don't get. Sitting right next to me is comedian Sherrod Small.
Believe that.
And his bosses are grieving because his readers are leaving. It's our New York Times correspondent. How are you, Pinch?
Today in the Times, Jackie Claims profiles the poignant picture of a 5-year-old boy adorably touching President Obama's head, which was hung prominently within the Oval Office for 3 years now. Ah, Obama. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Believe that.
I cannot wait for you to go out of business, man.
It's a top 10
awful,
hit.
Just awful.
I'm with it.
Be quiet. So is going green just a smokescreen? Well, the Environmental Protection Agency and NASCAR have formed a sexy partnership to promote recycling and eco-friendly products. And the deal covers everything except the racing. Confirms an EPA spokesman, quote, yes, the focus is on suppliers and programs, not green cars. The cars, incidentally, gulp 2 million gallons of gas a year and average 5 miles per gallon. But everything else will be green. God bless America, Sherrod.
Yes.
According to the EPA, NASCAR will expand the use of safer chemical products, conserve water, push products that have a small eco footprint, and encourage fans to buy sustainable concessions at races. For more on this, let's go live to Red Eye's NASCAR reporter Slinky on a treadmill.
Get off and back on.
I could watch that for minutes.
Amazing.
Hey, Sherrod, as a lifelong NASCAR fan, what do you make of all this?
I'm down for it.
I know.
North Carolina.
I know. I've been to races with you.
Boys.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want them to do? Use cheaper gas so they can go slower? I mean, I thought the whole thing is to advance fuel and use different kind of fuel so we can use different octanes in our regular life. So no, it's dumb. I think the NASCAR is doing the right thing.
So then how is it done?
Because the people get angry because they're not changing the fuel.
The people getting angry.
But it's like it's a test of fuel and things like that.
Right.
Why would you try to use a cheaper one when you're trying to advance it?
All right. I guess I was just waiting for a joke.
No. Came in facts. Because you know NASCAR is so close to my heart.
No, I know. You don't joke about something.
I get serious.
I hear you.
That.
Greg, it's easy to laugh at this, and Sherrod aside, we will. Yeah. But is he right? Even if the cars themselves aren't green, what's wrong with NASCAR doing other things that are?
Because it's symbolic BS. This is the equivalent of a dentist going to a strip club and justifying, giving the money there to helping a girl through school. It means absolutely nothing.
How does that mean nothing? It means everything.
No, it's nothing. But by the way, let's attack that word sustainable. Mm-hmm. Sustainable is the biggest nonsensical phrase. What does sustainable mean? Sustainable is capitalism. You pay to do something, and if that's successful, then you get more of it. There's nothing sustainable about
So
recycling.
you're saying capitalism is nonsensible? Get out of here, you commie!
With that kind of logic, though, Greg, even if NASA can't go green because they use that same fuel, to go up in space.
Do you think? Wait. How can NASA go green?
Because they can use biodegradable other things. They can use other stuff.
They can use recycled toilet paper.
They don't have to start with the fuel.
Who would ever use recyclable toilet paper?
Don't knock it, my friend.
That is disgusting.
Do not knock it.
By the way, Slinky on a treadmill, better than NASCAR.
Awesome.
Better than NASCAR.
You be quiet. Jill, you were saying in the green room, NASCAR should make the cars green and enforce a 55-mile-per-hour speed limit in all races.
Yeah, I think that would be a really exciting race for everyone, don't you think? And
yeah, absolutely.
I have a kid, so we could put a car seat in the back, baby on board bumper sticker.
Right. Yes.
But no, in seriousness, this plan is crazy because it's like, oh, we're doing everything to be green except the 99% of what we do, which isn't going to be green at all. And I think I'm going to use that in my life in a lot of different ways. I'm going to get a new workout plan, which includes everything except going to the gym. You know, I'll just buy new shoes and a new watch and all of that. And a diet where I buy a food scale and organic food, but I don't eat anything special except McDonald's. I'm going to.
That's actually how America works, though.
Absolutely.
People join a gym, they don't work out.
Right.
And environmentalism is all a symbolic, romantic ideal to make you feel better about yourself.
Right.
It's like subscribing to Men's Health and never going to the gym.
But also, Greg, if you join the gym and never work out, you're creating jobs.
That is
your
true.
payment, and you're not causing any wear and tear on the machine. So it's you're sustaining the machine.
They count on that, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's how America works, man.
You're
Bill,
welcome.
Isn't this preaching to the choir? NASCAR fans are already the biggest eco freaks on the planet.
Right. Most of their houses don't even have electricity.
Unnecessary.
I saw it opening and I pushed a stereotype right in there. I don't understand why people don't get offsets. You're doing something bad, so you offset it by doing something good.
Right.
People always ask me, why do you run? I run because I do all these drugs. It's giving me a little more time. I'm offsetting one with the other.
But hang on. NASCAR does they say that every time the green flag waves, they are planting 10 trees, which they say offsets their carbon emissions for an entire race. What's wrong with that?
There's a lot wrong with it. What the Bill's example is true. I do the same thing. However, with carbon offsets, there's no way to actually prove that it works. And number two, there's no way to prove that the carbon contribution of humans has any effect whatsoever. It is a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of what goes out into the atmosphere compared to, say, even termites, who do twice as much. It's all bogus. What it's done is it's created a carbon offset industry for people to make money off your guilt.
And what's wrong with that?
All I took out of that is you hate trees, and I'm not really sure why.
I do. You know what?
Termites.
My family was killed by trees.
Oh, were they really?
Yes.
I thought they lived in them.
Well, that too.
Sherrod, how about this? I think the EPA should partner with other sports. For example, I think hockey should stop using valuable ice because we're going to need, when the polar caps melt, we're going to need that ice.
Right, when they melt down, we're going to need the ice.
Yeah, so stop playing
That's
on
a
ice.
good point. That's a good
Field
point.
hockey, folks. Field hockey. Come on, New York Rangers.
But that kills grass. That kills grass.
Maybe we should just play soccer like the Europeans do. They're saving more money than us, right?
No.
Okay, then
No
never
one
mind
should
then.
ever. Well, you can play soccer, just don't watch it. Greg, last question. As you know, as you're well aware, this Sunday is one of race's biggest days. You got the Indy 500, followed by NASCAR's longest race of the season, the Coca-Cola 600. I don't have a question. I just wanted to let America know that I know what's going on.
Well, you know what? You've left out the Houseboy 500.
Is that this Sunday?
Yes, that
It's not
happened.
a race.
Well, I tell them it's a race. It's a race for their lives. It happens in my basement, and it's a very tight circle that they have to run. And they usually get exhausted.
It's more like the Hunger Games.
It really is.
And the winner drinks some milk at the end, too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the senseless slaughter of 500 souls is what it is. And I don't approve of it.
But that's good for the planet, though. Fewer people.
True.
My biggest concern with this whole NASCAR thing is if they make all the flags green, it's going to be really confusing for the drivers.
Yes.
Excellent.
I don't think they should do that.
But lots of crash